I got it right 500,000 times. 10 times. I got it right, which means I guess I'm allowed to do it every now and then. Anyway, it's Boogie with the Bull Uncensored tonight. You can say what you mean and mean what you say. We are live on the Dave Golovin profile over on Facebook. We are live on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. And tonight, if you're watching, please do me a favor and share it wherever you can, because my sharing is up to watching Zoo, and it took the night off. So I won't be able to share the broadcast. We'll start with a few choice words for Governor Gavin Newsom in California. He made it clear that 24 hours are up. He's going to do whatever he thinks he needs to do to unseat President Trump. It's not going to be easy because the people of California at the ballot box have to pass the gerrymandering that could go into effect. And if they do, then it could go into effect. But the House, which could very well go Democrat if it happens, would have to elect a new Speaker of the House. That Speaker would have to want to push President Trump out, which doesn't really mean anything. Impeach him if you want, but Vice President J.D. Vance becomes the president. I don't know what happens with the Speaker of the House being a Democrat and the White House being Republican. I don't know where that holds the Speaker in the chain of succession. Anyway, enough on that. I don't think he's going to do anything. He says 17 months it would take to bring back Hakeem Jeffries, make him Speaker of the House, and try to get it approved. In 17 months, he could be out as governor. They're not thinking very highly of him in California right now. He was involved with Pacific Gas and Electric in the closing of two dams, which I should know the name of, but I don't. They're both in the southern part of the state. It changed how farmers get water to irrigate their crops in the south, and it changed how water gets up to people in the north for drinking. So that alone and some incentives that he gave Pacific Gas and Electric could go public, even though they already have, and it could affect him being governor anymore. Go ahead, Mr. Rhodes. What do you have?
Well, if I did it right, I just sent you your show to your to your messenger.
Awesome.
It's still weird. I can only see you and your show on my wife's profile. I can't see it on mine. I don't know why.
Yep.
Anywho, so I am not touching my microphone.
Okay. I'm not touching mine either.
I guess this must be. I don't know if I shock it or what, but it seems like, I mean, the cords are brand new.
Yep.
But it seems like when I move it, it kind of loses the sound. But oh well. Anyways, so I did peruse the various newscasts and so forth to try and bring something of worth to the broadcast besides just my handsome debonair self.
Oh, please.
Well, yeah, I know. I did shave for today,
Okay. If I wanted handsome, debonair, whatever, you know where I'd be tonight. No. Everybody tonight is on tonight doing a Gavin Newsom, Donald Trump special. So, everybody has a plethora, if that's the word, of options you can watch if you don't want to be here or you want to flip all over. Good evening, Ray Fagans, William Rayfield, Ray, whatever we call him in respect, is watching, and if you want, we can bring him aboard. If not, it's just you and I. And tomorrow morning, we can ask him if he wants to join us.
I can send the link. He wants the link.
Okay. if you want to send the link to him, Ray will send you a link. And if you want to join us, you're more than welcome. If not, tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., you're welcome to join us. Ray is the host of the Patriots Lab. Everybody knows him, loves him, and his take on the whole thing will keep me from trying to guess it. He got, oh, okay. I thought we sent him. To him. If you didn't get it, let me do this and see if I can send it. I don't always have the best luck because of my internet.
I just sent it to him.
Okay, if you got it to him, then we'll do it that way because I'm not going to be able to get it to him tonight, I don't think.
He keeps changing his name.
He does. Well,
yeah.
Okay. He'll always be Ray to me.
Yeah. That so, some might say, what is in a name? Well, a name is very important, especially when it comes to historical or record keeping, because normally a man will have a first, middle, and last name. Normally, the middle name reflects someone else of importance in that family, okay? Mm-hmm. Or maybe someone of historical importance. For example, there are some out there who would say George Washington Rhodes, because they like George Washington, mm-hmm. Or they might say use General Lee's name in it. So so the name itself is important because it's going to reflect, someone of your family that you like, or maybe don't like, and someone of historical value. So when people are doing research, now they have to be aware of the name, like a woman. Right. Sometimes a woman has 4 names.
Yep.
Okay, because it has the first name, the middle name, the maiden name, and if they got married, the marriage name.
The marriage name. Yep.
So but then if that woman got married, okay, hold on a second. Hang on. Then that woman, hang on 1 second. Try it again. Okay, now he has it. He has it now. So right. That woman can then add, if she wants to, the name of every husband she marries. And what's important about that is if someone like me trying to find research on someone, you have to think of all the names these people use in order to find the research that you want for that particular person. I've come across some women who married 4 times. Because they simply outlived their husbands. And it's like, damn, are they, is she putting something in their drinks that she's killing them off or what? But, I've come across some where they've actually outlived, 3 to 4 husbands.
Yep.
Anywho, Florida's Ann Paulina Luna.
Yep.
I'm not sure if you know who she is, but she is coming out in the open to discuss the fact that she believes that our government is deliberately hiding the whole thing about UFOs, flying saucers, extraterrestrials. Yep. That she said that she herself, because of her position, have seen the physical evidence of all that's going on with regards to outer space. And she feels that our government should bring out into the open so that everybody can see what's going on. Because one of these days, they're going to show up. And it'd be a lot better for our government if we prepare ourselves for the eventual, hey, we just happen to be in the neighborhood of the galaxy, and they decide to stop by and visit our cousins, But that's so she's on the bandwagon trying to get the government to review all of the terrestrial evidence. And here's Ray.
Before we go, I want to take Robin's question. Why can't a guy take the female's last name when they get married? I wanted to. My wife's maiden name was Rogers, and that would have made me Mr. Rogers. and he was shot down. So that's probably why. That's probably why it happens. But anyway, Mr. Ray, thank you for joining us. What do you have to say about the state of everything?
Yeah, good afternoon. How's everybody doing this afternoon?
You look hot.
You look hot.
Yeah, it's a hot one today. It's hot out here today. It's about 90, but it's humid. It's humid.
Good. What do you think about?
I had to get out the house because it's cold inside the house.
Yeah.
So you can't win. AC inside, no AC outside. So
no.
But today's a good day. Today's a good day.
Yeah. So while he's frozen,
Mr. Gavin has embarrassed himself and won't be around much longer, or what?
Oh yeah, he wouldn't even come out and help poor people out there in the streets.
Yeah,
but that's how you roll up. You roll up right where they at, and you know what? That was so funny. That was so funny. Did y'all see it? Did y'all watch it?
I saw it very briefly that they were arresting people outside of where he was speaking this morning.
He wouldn't come outside and say nothing.
It was something, and the funny thing about it is, it was something like 49 arrests that they knew they would be. Well, excuse me, that's in Washington D.C. 49 people, I guess, that were living on the street got arrested, but they did do arrests at where Governor Newsom was speaking today, and to me, it's the same thing. Why would you go to where all the security is going to be because His Honor the Governor is speaking, and then expect that you would get away with being there?
These mayors and these governors talk all of this smack. And they really got these people convinced that they can protect them. They got their back. Oh, we got sanctuary cities. Y'all come on down here. Ain't nobody gonna touch you. Yeah. Oh, bullshit.
Yeah. I bet Governor Newsom has a bunch of Teslas available for people too, because they make them over in Fremont, California.
Doing that every time one of these left lunatic politicians decide that they want to get on the airways and have a meeting or have a little conference or whatever they want to do. I want Border Patrol and ICE to show their ass up right there, lock the illegals up right in front of their face, and make them have to watch. Because that's all Gavin Newsom did was watch. Yep. That's all he could do. Yeah. He was sitting there peeking out those curtains. You know how the nosy neighbors pick up the blinds, and he was like, "Oh, I can't help him. I can't help him."
Yeah, and the embarrassment is that J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, who probably has a good chance at winning the Democrat primary for 2028, probably doesn't want Gavin. Doesn't want Gavin anywhere near involved. Might like what he's doing in with gerrymandering in California, but aside from that, I don't think anybody wants him involved.
Look, even the common sense, level-headed Democrats are trying to take back control of their party from these lunatics that they let hijack it.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the guy in New York, Mom Downey, talking about how he wants to make everything open, public, grocery stores. Bro, they got him shutting down in Minnesota. They got him shutting down in Colorado. And these experiments only lasted a month. Why is he thinking that he's going to do something different than these other experiments did? I don't know. But you know what? Hey, if the people want it, and if they're going to vote for it, more power to them.
This is very true. Mr. Rhodes, what is your opinion?
He wants to redistrict himself because of the what Texas is doing. Texas is only doing because of the influx of everyone run into a red state. California, I'm not sure how many conservatives there are as opposed to the liberals, but what they have is a lot of illegals. And he is what's just trying to use them as a reason why he wants to redistrict because of all the illegals living in conservative areas. It would produce more blue counties in order to add more people into the Congress or to the Senate. Um, he's going the way with it. I truly believe the last two elections and the try and take him out elections that failed because he cheated and he got people to jump on board to keep him in office. I think he'll be successful because, come on, his state has such high taxes, the whole 9 yards. Every year the whole wooded areas burn down. There's no water, even though his state, freaking borders a freaking ocean. And he knows what he needs to do to bring the water to where it needs to be. He just won't do it because by destroying this, destroying that, more land is freed up to do more with it. He's going to get away with it. I think he's going to get some redistricting done. The only way it's going to stop is if Trump puts a stop to it and sends in the troops. I did like I saw some video of the troops going into D.C. Holy shit! They got some nasty vehicles lined up, almost as if they're going to go to war. I think the only thing they're missing are some tanks.
What do you think, Mr. Ray?
Hey, you know me. I just go with the flow, man.
Hey, Ray, Robin is asking what state you live in because of the heat wave that's coming.
I'm in Tennessee, Robin. I'm in Tennessee. Yeah, it's beautiful down here. Beautiful.
Robin is in Iowa. I know that, and the reason she asked, I'll highlight it so that you all can read it with me. The reason I asked is part of Nebraska and southwest Iowa will be under a heat advisory this weekend. A lot of the country is going to be under a heat advisory. We were in the upper 90s today, and it felt like the hundreds outside, although it really didn't feel that like it was in the hundreds today outside. It felt better. Yesterday we were out and it was in the upper 90s, over 100 with the heat index, and it felt like it was uncomfortable yesterday. If you didn't have central air conditioning, you did not enjoy yesterday.
When I was young, and I was just a kid, and my dad was, I think that was when he was in the Congo War, but he was somewhere else. And it was my mom, my brother, me were living with my grandmother in Mountville for a while. And of course, she was an elderly woman even at that point. And she had no air conditioning. All she had were these damn box fans, right? My brother and I shared this one bedroom, and it had remember those fans you put into the window, and they're like dual fans, right? So that was all we had to cool down our bedroom at night to sleep. And I don't know what happened, but one night, sometime during the night, the screen popped out of the window, and we woke up the next day, and our bedroom was loaded with all kinds of flying nasties.
Hey, Mr. Genealogy, I got a question for you. Can someone find out the percentage of their bloodline by just doing a research of their ancestry?
Okay, are you looking to see if you have any Native American in you or something like that?
No, trying to see how much percentage.
How much percentage of bloodline?
Yeah.
Okay, are you talking DNA, or you're just talking how far back I can go?
DNA.
DNA. No, the only way you can get a factual on DNA is to use. I would recommend Ancestry. 23andMe is declaring bankruptcy and they're being sued up to you, but you'd have to spit into a tube and send it off. That's the only way to get a true measurement of your DNA to find out what you have in you as far as you know. German, Mexican, Native American, or wherever, and it's actually, and it's gotten better because a lot more of the countries are freeing up access to DNA. And the way it works is that a country says to a company like Ancestry, okay, we'll allow you access to our citizenship. So they'll go in there to various areas of the country, they'll get their spit, and then they'll do a DNA test, and they'll find out, okay, these people in China now are have a database. So now, people in the United States who are related to Chinese can now trace themselves back to further into a county inside China. It's really unique how they do it. If you're concerned about your DNA after the fact, you can tell the company to delete and to destroy your DNA. By law, they have to do it. Okay. And then they send notification, yes, we have destroyed your DNA. That is the only way. Now, what I do with Ancestry is I can, I think I do a better job finding out where you come from because I have access to over 14 different sites where I can actually track down and see where you come from.
Right.
Plus, Ancestry has an interactive map. So as your ancestors travel from whatever country, I can see where they actually originated from. So I can say, okay, you have relationships to these people in Italy, right? Mm-hmm. And then I can go. I think I can do just as good a job with DNA. The only thing that I can't do right off the bat is find out who all you're related to in the database files. So when I had my DNA done, I was a naughty boy when I was a teenager. I really was. So I had it done, hoping and praying that please no kids, please no kids, please no kids. And luckily, no one showed up. No one showed up. But that, DNA initially started out to find your mom and your daddy, our brothers and sisters, and also to determine, various physical problems. And
you would be surprised with what my man Randy can find. I mean, in mine, he found, I think my 14th great grandfather was a rabbi in Poland. Randy can tell the story better than I can, but he was the king of Poland for 24 hours. Then he said, no, I really want to go back to being a rabbi.
You're almost there. So what happened was his 14th great grandfather was a rabbi, and this very wealthy man had guilty feelings about the way he led his life and how he treated people. So he went on this journey of finding himself. Okay. And meanwhile, the king of Poland died. And Poland had a law that says that you cannot go a certain length of time without a king. So this guy found out the king died. He came back and he rallied up a bunch of troops and so forth, and said that he wanted to be. So what he did was, in his travels, he came across Dave's grandfather, and the rabbi befriended him, gave him clothing, gave him food, brought him back to health and so forth. And the rabbi, he asked Rabbi, what can I do for you? He said, just one day, just think about me. So the rich guy goes back to Poland, gets all these people, military and so forth, and go and the king dies, and they decide to make the rabbi king for one day as a way of saying thank you. So he was king for one day, and he stepped down when the rich guy stepped in.
Well, I got a quick question. So,
okay,
if you if you
Take your time.
been watching the news pundits lately, it seems that everybody can agree that there was some shady stuff that went down for these past couple of years. We now have new revelations of what Adam Shift was up to during the whole time,
Yep.
how he uh, deliberately was the one who leaked classified information, and we know that is a treasonous act.
Mhm.
But we sit back and we hear all the news pundits from the Speaker of the House to all of these people talking about, and this is scary. This is a sad thing when you hear people have to ask these people, well, are they going to be held accountable? And the only thing these motherfuckers can say, well, I sure hope so. I sure hope so. What the hell you mean you should? So you mean to tell me I can rob a bank and lay low for a matter of years, and then all of a sudden, when the statute of limitations is over, I can come out and spend up all the money?
I believe
I don't
it's
think you.
a little different than that. You can rob a bank. You can bury all the money in a hole. Get arrested. Go to prison. Get out of prison. Go to that hole and take out all the money, and it's yours. And the only reason that I believe it's yours is because in the course of you robbing it, insurance paid and all that stuff. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but I understand what you're saying.
We're not talking about that. I mean, you still going to jail.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Shoot, you might spend 40 years in jail. I mean, the money might not even be real money by then. But
Yeah. I personally believe that you, because you're a conservative, outspoken person, would go to prison, but someone else who was a liberal and
Right.
hates everyone that's conservative Republican wouldn't get slapped on the hand. I mean, look at the cities that were destroyed after all. The couple of black guys get murdered and so forth, and yeah, it's horrendous and so forth. But look what happened. They went out there and they rioted and they burnt down cities and they broke into all those businesses and looted. None of them went to prison because they're protected by those on the left.
I'm not talking about that.
But I know you're saying
I'm talking about the politicians that have gotten caught and gotten busted
they
for
won't go to
trying
prison.
to pull off the biggest political scam in American history, for it to be acknowledged that they've done what they've done, but to listen to the people that I support sit back and say, well, I hope they go to jail. Why the hell is the word hope even in there?
Right. Adam Schiff should be in jail for a bunch of things.
And see, that's what has got me really I haven't thought of a word yet, but it's got me that way.
It's got me pissed off.
Because I don't care what they say, what it's still the signal that it's still sending out is, you can do the crime if you can outrun the time, you can get away with it. Well, no, if you did the crime and we catch you, I don't care if it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, your ass going to jail.
So that's what they should have done with Adam Schiff. And it should have been everything from all the crimes he committed in the House, all the crimes he's going to commit in the Senate, the real estate crimes, the fact that, he lives in Maryland but serves from California. He'll come back to California and probably get elected to Maryland the next time again. We can't do that. We can't have two primary residents. Banks don't allow us to do that. But he got away with it. Letitia James got away with it.
Well, they got away with it for the moment, because I still see hope.
Yeah,
I still see that we're still early in the whole thing.
We're not
here in yet.
Yep.
So I still, as much as I want to see it happen today, I still got to sit back and understand that there is a process that the Don does. Now,
Right.
it's nobody else's process, it's his process.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I know for sure about the Don, when he makes something obvious, when he makes people aware of things, when he starts to put his finger on things, things happen. It might not happen that instant,
Well,
but whatever he's touching, it happens. So I'm looking at this federal, massive federal buildup
it's
that he's got focused on Washington D.C. and I see Donald Trump getting ready to take over Washington D.C. and bring it to its knees, and then we will really understand.
he's going to go do it in L.A. He's going to go do it in Chicago. He's going to go do it in New York. He's going to go
No,
wherever he has to go.
you're going off track with me.
Okay, I'm
You know,
sorry.
a lot of people think this is a model to clean up the streets and stuff like that. No, no. He is building up a major military presence in the nation's capital
Yep.
before he shuts it down and starts locking these people. You got to understand, these people got to wake up every day
Yep.
and come to work wondering if it's their last day at the office.
There's a little bit more to it. Some vets in New York, I mean in Washington D.C., some vets got caught up in it, and got some homeless veterans got caught up in it, and I hope it gets straightened out. And I actually hope, if you're a homeless vet and you're in DC and you got swept up in the midst of this, I hope they straighten it out, and I hope they take care of you, because
Well,
we wouldn't be here for a lot of the vets if they weren't vets. And to be a homeless vet, to me, is one of the things that I just think our country failed us, Ray.
what city?
Our country failed these. Well, you're a vet, but you have a home. But imagine you being out on the streets after you did what you did for your country.
What city just recently showed a man in a wheelchair, motorized wheelchair, and he was moving towards this middle-aged white guy, and they're having an exchange of conversation. From what I gathered, is the white dude standing was saying to the guy in the wheelchair that he is stealing military valor. And the guys say, "No, I'm not. I am a vet." And the guy keeps saying, "Show me your ID card. Show me your ID card." And the guy in the wheelchair, for whatever stupid ass reason, pulls out this fake gun. And the guy that's standing pulls out a real gun from this backpack that he's carrying. And he's telling the guy in the wheelchair to put the gun down and to back off. And the guy in the wheelchair kept going towards the guy that's standing with the real gun, to when the guy finally shoots the guy in the wheelchair. Did you guys see any of that or have any of the backstory on that?
I didn't, but
No.
it's, to me, it's just ludicrous that two human beings can get into that discussion. I mean, a real vet, you can spot a real vet a mile away. You can talk to a real vet, and that they were real. They may make you laugh telling their stories and stuff, but that person got out of bed one day and did it for the country.
Okay, I just found it.
Okay.
Charges are being filed against the guy who was standing with the real gun. He claimed that the victim, a 68-year-old man in a wheelchair, was pretending to be a member of the military in public. The defendant approached the victim, who was in a wheelchair, and he demanded the victim provide identification proof of his military status. As the victim was taking out his wallet, the defendant removed a military patch from the victim's belongings. This caused the victim to arm himself with a knife. They continued back and forth about the ID, and before the victim could do anything about it, what he was doing, the defendant pulled out his handgun, pointed it, and shot him point blank in the chest.
Sad.
Oh, okay. No wonder he got charged. I thought you said the other guy had a.
Yeah.
He had a fake gun.
Okay. We lost Ray for a second, but to me, this is ridiculous.
All because it's possible. Who cares if he's, I can see if there's a healthy person running around in uniform, pretend to be a military vet or disabled vet or whatever, trying to get free shit. That would piss me off, okay? Yeah. And you can always tell because their uniform is never quite right. They always have way too many medals or too many ribbons, or the hair's not right or the shoes aren't right. But in this case, to pull out a gun and shoot someone, that just makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, it's like I said, I like hearing from vets. I like meeting people that were vets, and I like hearing their stories. And you know that it's real. You're not being scammed by someone. And if you are, then you live in Minnesota and you're talking to Tampon Timmy. Go ahead, Ray. Yeah,
we're gonna. It took a long time getting us in this situation we're in all aspects of America, and it's going to take a long time to get America back on its strong footing. It's going to take a while to get Americans to realize and understand that there is a distinct, specific way that you live when you call yourself an American. Yeah. We got a lot of spoiled young brats running around that don't know what it's like to appreciate being an American. It's gonna take a lot of work, man. It's gonna take a lot of work.
Yeah. It is. I mean, it's like you're talking about earlier about, will the politicians ever see justice? What about the generals who could theoretically be charged with treason because of what they did against Trump when he was in office and so forth and running for re-election? Will they, again, right now, treason is still in the books and it's death. Okay, that has not been changed. No. Will we see some of these guys see the sixth man in front with rifles? Only one has a real bullet. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, and I believe this in every inch of my being. There is a specific reason that the National Guard and the Army, the feds are shutting DC down. Look, I do not believe for one iota that Donald Trump is going to just walk away and let these people remain standing. That's not Donald Trump. Just look how aggressively he's going and doing stuff right now in his 7th month. That's Donald Trump. So I got to be patient, like I keep telling myself. It could be year 2. It could be year 3. But he's setting the stage right now. He's setting the stage. I don't think them troops ain't in D.C. for law and order for the community. Not at the moment. He's setting the stage. So when he locks them up, ain't nobody in D.C. gonna step out of pocket. because he's going to have it under lockdown. And that's what he's doing. He is maneuvering his pieces on the chessboard in Washington, D.C. Because when Pam Bondi gives the call to lock up all federal employees who committed high crimes, misdemeanors, and treason, because you got to know, Pam Bondi is in charge of D.C. Metro right now.
She is.
She's boss. She is the shot caller.
Yep.
So and I like the fact that she's also backed up by Judge Perrine.
Yep.
Yes. Judge Pete. You know,
Judge Pete doesn't is her own. She'll do what she needs to. Go ahead, Ray.
This is why the Don went and got women.
Yep.
There is nothing more scarier than a woman scorned. And when they came out, talked about low IQ women, and he surrounds himself with all these women. Then they tried to do Pam Bondi wrong, and then they tried to say Tulsi Gabbard was a traitor and all. These women, I've been married 18. I've been with my wife 35 years, and y'all know women can be very vindictive.
Yeah.
There's a reason he put women in these places, because they're not going to hold no punches, none whatsoever.
Yep. Your mother would look at you and go, I brought you into this world and I can take you out of it.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that a couple of times in my childhood. Absolutely. And one thing, too, I'm not sure if you heard anything about this in your neck of the woods, Ray, but Mindy Esposito, she's in charge of the Southern Independence Association. She reached out to me a couple of days ago to enlist my assistance in sending out notifications to all the Congress and senators who are running for re-election to try and get them to get an idea and a feel on how they feel about the South, because the South is trying to politically use the Constitution to once again try and successfully secede the North. So she provided me with a list of all the people that we're going to be sending like an email out to with a question and answer quiz to see where they at, see how they feel about the South and whether or not they would be on board. Because the way they're going to look at it is that if they're on board, then the people, the Southern people in their districts are going to vote them in. And if they're not, well, then the people are going to try and vote them out and use the power of the ballot. So they're going to try and do it again. They're going to do it legally, but they're going to do it while Trump's in office because they feel that Trump respects the people from the South. I mean, he passed he reinitiated the laws about the monuments and statues and so forth, and he's bringing back the one statue that was destroyed. Trump, like you said, Trump, he sees. I think he sees into the future, and you guys always use the description of playing chess. You see what the fifth level chess thing you guys called it?
Yep.
Like from Star Trek. Yeah, he's thinking way ahead, and I want to see what happens.
People need to understand being a president. Being a president isn't really about politics. Being a president, first and foremost, is about a person that knows how to wheel and deal and get along with your enemies, it's you need a. That's why Trump is being so successful, should I say? Because he's not a politician. He's straight from the hip, and he's all business. And that's what we need in a president. We don't need a president to play politics. We need a president to play business.
Yep.
When
The
you
art
sit
of the
at
deal.
the round table with all of these big wig and leaders from these other countries, they're in a different position than our leadership role is, because 9 times out of 10, these leaders in these other countries, they actually run the country. They run the country. They're dictators. Where Trump has to still find a way to get his enemies here at home on board with him. Now, I don't know if y'all been watching the news, but how many news anchors have come out and talked about how high the crime is in Washington, D.C.? I'm talking about from ABC, CBS, NBC, MSNBC. Their own anchors. Now, I don't know if they didn't get the memo. I don't know if they're supposed to be like, everything in my neighborhood is okay. But they ain't following the script.
No.
They're not following the script.
And Chuck Schumer isn't either. He came out today with that stupid remark. He feels perfectly safe walking in Washington, D.C.
Well, he should. He has, 9 security men around him all carrying guns? I feel secure too.
Plus the 9 that get there before him.
Hey.
Yeah. Anyway, good evening, David Navarre. Welcome to the program. He says, hello, Randy and Dave. Good evening to everyone. I also want to acknowledge Carolyn Dowling, who we all think of as Elvira when you look at her picture. But she said it earlier, Elvira 1776 is in the house of the Patriot Beast. So welcome to the program, Carolyn.
What's up, sis?
And again, I have to apologize to people. I can't share today. They took my sharing away from me. So if you're watching and you're having a good time and you like it, please share it to everywhere you can tonight.
Yeah, but people really need to really pay attention, because it's getting ready to get hot. It's getting ready to steam. It's getting ready to steam up, because see, and this is another thing I like about the Don. It can go down wherever and whenever.
Yep.
Wherever and whenever.
This is the thing. He doesn't care anymore. When they miss, everything went out the window. He does not care anymore. So now that I've seen him federalize Washington, D.C., it can be any day. It could be in the middle of the night. We can wake up tomorrow and the whole House of Representatives on the left side could have been locked up. Yep. From Adam Zink or whatever they name. This is the thing. They can no longer lie to us. We know what they did. We know who the players were. We know what they tried to do, how they tried to do it, when they tried to do it. We have the receipts.
Yep.
There is nothing stopping the Don from putting their ass in jail. People do not understand this. He's got them in D.C.
Yep.
It is now federalized. Right. There is no line of defense for these people.
Nope.
No. Who they go? D.C. Metro? No.
No, there were pictures of the troops walking inside the Metro Police Department. I saw it recently. I wish it had been video, because I wanted to see the reaction of them basically just walking inside and saying, nope, excuse me, we're going to do our job. And if you want to help us, you can help us. If not, there's the door. But like you said, yeah, I hope to make it easier. It happens in the middle of the night, because otherwise it's just going to be a big, ugly scene. I mean, I just hope it happens when we're all in our beds, sleeping, dreaming about this all being done, is when it gets is when it gets done. Because as you said, the players have been playing this for a long time, and we're getting played. I'm getting played. You're getting played.
Hey, deep down inside, Americans are waiting for these people to get locked up. It ain't
Yep.
going to be. Oh, it ain't going to. And if people do try to throw a tantrum, once they see the first 100, 200 get locked up, they're going to settle the fuck down.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to go to jail. People got to go to work the next day.
Right.
You know, hey,
Right.
Trump's letting people know my bite is a whole lot worse than my motherfucking bark.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. What do you think, Randy?
You know, someone's going to get hurt. Okay, along the way here, someone's going to get hurt. Maybe run over by one of the big ass military vehicles they got there, or you know, and all hell's going to come down on top of Trump because there's going to be a National Guard that fires a weapon and hits someone, and there's going to probably be a child. Something stupid is going to happen, and they're not going to look at the fact that they're there, they're marching down the road, they're clearing the streets. There's probably be a curfew at some point, I would think, to get people off the street. Um, I just hope that everything plays out the way Trump's battle plan sees it, because in his head he sees how this is going to play out. It's getting it out there on the battlefield with the right commanding officers and the right foot soldiers to follow the orders and proceed as trained. Right. Um,
I don't.
I've seen. Go ahead.
I don't. I don't see this as Donald Trump waking up one morning and going, "I'm going to go do this." This has been in the works. My man Trump tells you enough to hear what he thinks you need to hear, and we talk about five level chess. He's 5 moves ahead of whatever he's telling us, and it has to be that way because this has been a long time in the making. He's not going to screw this up. He's going to do it, but he's going to do it his way and on his schedule. And like Ray said, I think people think that all of this is going to happen overnight. Even I said, I hope they do it at night when we're all sleeping. But the bottom line is, no, it's going to go the way Trump wants it. People are going to be wearing silver bracelets that didn't expect silver bracelets. There's going to be so many perp walks going on that there won't be enough news cameras to catch them all. And, maybe it'll be better than that, the way my father used to say. Maybe these people will realize there is nothing else they can do and they'll just turn themselves in. But I don't see that happening.
Yeah,
No,
they won't voluntarily turn
No.
themselves in.
And even if they do, if Barack Obama turned himself in today, there's more people way above him. I don't believe that he is calling the shots. I believe he's telling the shots to the people that need to be told. But there has to be people above him who are calling the shots. People that when it's right, President Trump will let us know who they were. But there has to be, the way this has been going, the way they have done all of this stuff, the way they have screwed us, the way they have played us.
bro, these are the same people that took out JFK. These are the same people that took out MLK Jr. These are the same people that took out anybody that has ever had a voice that tried to use it for good, whether it be to rise up your people, whether it be to just have better living conditions. Any leaders that have ever stepped up to try to bring a better life for humans and humanity, they've always been dealt with.
Yeah.
They've always been dealt with. There's been people of color that have tried to warn us about things like this. I
Mhm.
never too much what Louis Farrakhan has to say, but when you sit back and you pull up
Yeah.
his old audio clips and how he would call America big great Satan, and how they got rid of all of the politicians that ever tried to unite people, ever tried to do this. It's true. These are all the same people trying to keep a small knit community of power and control. And it's been that way since forever. So yeah, when you say before Barack, oh hell yeah. A long time before Barack Obama. Long time before Hillary and Bill. Long time before the Bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone know when the Hillarys are supposed to be testifying?
I
No.
think everybody's in October, but a lot of this is going to go down before October. I hope. I mean,
Well, hey, it's the water is past the simmer, and it's starting to get them little bubbles coming up in the pot,
yeah,
because she might not she might her and Bill might not walk out of there. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean,
I
once
don't
they
know.
get it in there, because I think I explained this to y'all if I was on somebody else's podcast. These people they already have immunity from the
Yeah,
positions that they held or hold.
right,
So they cannot plead the fifth. You
right.
know how
Hmm.
Biden's aides and everybody went in there and pled the
Yeah,
fifth? They cannot plead the fifth.
right,
Being that they have immunity, they have to tell. And this is the thing. They don't know what Trump and them got that's actual and factual. So when they
right,
get in front of these people and start talking, they better make sure they better pay attention very closely to the words that come out their mouth.
yeah,
Because if they lie, it's a wrap.
yeah.
They might
It's all over.
they might take them up out the chair and escort them away right there.
Yeah,
Because you can't lie. Once you get immunity, that means you come forth, you tell the truth, and we're not going to charge you.
right. Yeah. And
And her and
you hear
her,
every day some of these people that got pardons from Biden are in trouble. Those pardons aren't gonna do them any good.
well, I don't know. I haven't heard no more about that yet. So I've kind of laid off of that because I
Yeah.
haven't heard more about that.
Well, I heard Liz Cheney could lose hers, but you know, there's so many different things you hear about her that you don't know what's true. For all we know, she's already rotten in a cell at Gitmo anyway.
Hey, could be. Hey, could be,
You
man.
know,
Oh, hey, could be.
it could be.
One thing I know for sure. Washington D.C. has been taken over by the federal government,
Yeah.
and it's not a good sign.
No.
That's not a good sign for
No.
none of those
No.
little kids.
He told us he would clean up the swamp, and he's going to do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I I say prayers at night before I go to sleep, and I throw prayers his way, going, you told us that you would clean the swamp, and by God, you're gonna do it. But I gotta wonder, because the rumors are that Melania doesn't live at the White House. She just doesn't want to be involved in the politics. She has no problem being first lady. She just doesn't want to be involved in the, I hate to word it this way, BS politics.
Emma,
Can't
it's
blame her for that. Can't blame her for that.
now,
But right.
like
But I can't imagine the prayers that come out of her mouth for her husband who
you,
is doing this.
you know why Melania's not at the White House? You gotta think of it in gangster mentality.
Okay.
When the family gets targeted, and they somebody drives by and shoots out the windows and
Yeah.
stuff. So then the Don goes to the wife and he's like, "It's not safe here for you. You have to go. We're getting ready
Yeah.
to go to war with the
Yeah.
Holy family.
Yeah.
You got to go to your aunt's. Say, I'll come when
Yep.
it's over."
Yep.
Don is like, "You don't want to be
Yeah.
here. It
No.
goes down."
Yeah, you don't want to be there. You want to be safe and protected.
Yes,
Barron is traveling with his own Secret Service team that tops what Chelsea had when Chelsea was at Stanford, and it was pretty. Her operation at Stanford was pretty cool. It was
my
very.
thing is, if you get people to do security for Barry, you better make sure they tall enough, because damn, his head will stick over
Yeah.
there.
There are videos that I've seen that show him like he's 19 feet tall,
Yeah.
standing behind Donald Trump. He is going. Trump is tall. I mean, he's over 6 feet. Barron's got to be well over 6 feet
Well, he's
Hey,
taller than
right
that.
now.
Need some headshot security. They're gonna be on stilts or something. He's gonna
Yeah,
be traveling around.
yeah,
Hey, but y'all remember, the best is yet to come,
it is.
because Trump hasn't made a promise that he hasn't kept yet.
No,
But like you
no.
said, Dave, it's in his time. That's what he loves about it. It's his
It,
time.
it has to be in his time, because if he told us everything right now, everything would get out and it would get messed up. It would get messed up. And this is something that needs to be done. It's well over needing to be done. We're tired of having presidents who go, no, it's okay. You don't have to worry about it. But yeah, we have to worry about it.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
he's cleaning up the streets in DC.
Right.
He every time I turn around, he's clearing 100, 200.
Yeah.
I think yesterday total was like 800
Yeah.
that he cleaned off the street. So he's got 30 days to do this
Yep.
before he goes back to Congress. They're going to fight tooth and nail, but they got the numbers. So 30 days, they're going to extend it. And I'm telling you, they're there for a reason. Hey, I've been doing this enough years, and my intuition with how it's been going down, I've been off too much. Everything's been going according to script. And now I finally see him make a major power grab in DC.
It was major.
Yeah.
It was major.
Not giving it back to him. I mean,
No.
he's not giving it back. He's cleaning it up, and
But he told us that's what he was going to do.
there's more than criminals on the street. There's
Right.
criminals who walk those halls every day.
Right. But he told us, it maybe knew what he's doing, but he told us he was going to do this.
Yeah. So all of those people in Congress who made all of those anti-Semitic remarks, they running video replays on that.
Yeah.
And they're gonna walk right into Keela Tlaib's office, tell her to get up. She's gonna be like, "What?" And be like, "You anti-American. You talking about death to America and all? You got to go, girl. Get up on that."
Ilhan Oman.
Yeah.
She's gonna be gone, because she stood up and done the same thing.
Well, you know Crockett's gone. Crockett lost her seat. She's done.
Crockett lost her seat. She did lose her seat.
Huh?
She did lose her seat.
Oh yeah, she's done.
Yeah.
She done. That was a very short-lived political career. She wanted to act all ghetto and shit.
I'll throw this one to you then. What is the latest on the 51 missing from Texas? I stopped following it because it just seems like it's a circus, and sooner or later, things will happen. But it just seems like Carolyn says, that's why we don't stress. We eat popcorn and watch it happen. But the 51 missing Democrats in Texas.
Oh, don't worry. Hey, they got it done without them.
Yeah.
When they come back, whatever I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what Abbott's going to do to him. I hope he locks him up. I hope he.
What?
Well, hey.
What if that was the cover and that's where they are?
Where?
Locked up.
They could be. I don't know. One thing I do know for Jasmine Crockett is no longer a congresswoman.
No.
I can't. Yeah. I love watching people talk shit and then get fired.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I gotta get going.
All right.
It's great seeing you again, Ray. Great being with you tonight, Dave. Good show. I had like two. I get like 2 hours before my bedtime, so I
All
gotta
right.
get back to work
Well,
here.
hey,
10
I just signed my
10
lease
a.m.
from-
tomorrow morning, Randy, if you
I
can
just
do it.
signed my I just signed my lease from a new place today.
Okay.
So the Patriots Lab will be back up in full effect with a whole brand new studio outlook in
Good.
2 weeks. So I
Good.
appreciate y'all for letting me ride your
You
coattails.
can ride with us anytime.
God
You can
bless
ride
you.
with us anytime, Ray. Anytime you come in, you're more than welcome. All right, Ray.
I gotta get some more coffee.
You see him now. You see
I'll
him now
ya.
as Ray Figgins, but I still call him William Rayfield because that's what everybody else calls him from the Patriots Lab. So we were everywhere on the internet. I'm sure I can't name all the places that we might have been, but if you got an opportunity, please share it wherever you can tonight, because I am unable to share. I can write a post about something that Democrats did, but I can't share a post that says this is what they did. So I don't get that knowledge at all. And I haven't really spent much time on Facebook in the last day or so anyway. I've spent time on Instagram and on Threads, which are meta companies as well, but run a little differently. So if you see Dave Logan on either one of those two, that's me. If you see Boogie WT Bull, that's me. On X, I'm Boogie. I'm ampersand Boogie WT Bull. I'm also Dave Globin. On Streetlock, I'm Boogie with the Bull, and I'm also Dave Globin. So shout out when you get a chance, or come into a live chat and spill the beans, and you never know. You might get a chance to come on the broadcast. I have to have someone else with me that can send out the links, someone with a more powerful signal to send out the links to everybody. I can send Randy's link, but then I need Randy's help sending the link to everybody else. But Carolyn, it was great having you here. We really did appreciate it. David Novar, always a pleasure to have you here. William Grant was here, and Robin Brunson, always a pleasure to have you here. Of course, Ray, it was a pleasure to have him on. Randy, it was a pleasure to have him on. So don't sweat the little stuff, as my father used to say. This will all happen the way it's supposed to happen in due time. And there's been a lot of bad for a long time, and on both sides, and both sides have some guilt and have some things that have to be taken care of. And some people have just gone out of their way to be stupid. And that's the way I'm going to put it. And those people should just turn themselves in and let the American people decide what we want to do. This is the United States of America. It belongs to the citizens that either naturalized and came in here legally, or the people that were born here. And everybody has, if you trace their families, back it up, ask Randy to do it for you, has some relative at some point, or relatives at some point, that came to the United States of America to experience the to experience the American dream. I'm having a Joe Biden moment there. I apologize. And that's what we did. You know, we went to school, we went to college, we went to work, we met other people, and we grew our own families, and that's what we do. And you could be on the other side of the aisle. You're always entitled to your opinion from the other side of the aisle. You can be on the broadcast and you can share it. All I ask is that you afford us the same respect that you expect from us. So you are welcome. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., Randy and I do Red Friday morning caffeine. We salute the men and women of the United States military, and then it's just general talk. If you want to join the broadcast, you're more than welcome to do so. That's about all I can tell you. That's about all I have to say. Anyway, take care. As Carolyn said earlier, pop some corn, don't get angry, and wait for it to all unwind. It will. It's going to take some time, but that's what happens. Anyway, I'm going to hit this one, touch this one. I'm not going to hit it because I